What is going on, guys? Welcome back. It is your boy Institutional, finally back with another banger, man. We haven't done a YouTube video in a minute, so I'm going to show you guys what I've been up to. Obviously, my new, I would say, quote-unquote trading style, and understanding the parts of retail with SMC, because SMC now is getting used, I would say, worldwide. It's now being a subject that a lot of people are idolizing, and it's becoming slowly but surely a retail ideology as well. Now, the part that I also want to show you guys is that never really bash retail, because a lot of people that are profitable do trade retail ideology. You have to just understand, as an SMC trader, we're always trying to do the opposite of what retail does. Not to say that their concepts don't work. We want to shift them just a tiny bit. So for the lesson for today, I'm going to show you guys when you can use supply and demand levels, right? As a SMC trader, you never really want to trade supply and demand levels just straight because you know they are supply and demand. What you always want to try to look for is that extra step or that extra manipulation and understanding when they will work and when they won't. And what you want to always try to do, again, is try to flip the script, right? What is retail doing and what can you do differently from them to be profitable for that specific day, right? So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And again, mixing you guys a little bit with my new trading style so you guys can get an idea of what it is I am referring to. So first, let's go onto EU here, and I'm gonna show you guys the trades that we took, and these are all called non-hindsight, right? So again, you guys want to have receipts. Here are the receipts. This was at 8:25 a.m. we called gold, and this was at 8:27 that we called EU. So you can see we're looking at the market right now at around 6 in the morning is when we're now just looking at price, and these trades were called around 8. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly the ideology behind these trades and how you guys can get an idea of when to trade supply and demand levels. So to begin with, always want to mark off your supply and demand levels, right? What I do is I go to the H1 and I see what price is doing here. So here is my level of supply, right? And here is my level of demand, right? Now we can go ahead and just drop down to, let's say, M15 and just tweak a little bit, right? So for me, I will tweak this a little bit up to here, and I can move this just a little bit smaller right up to here, and then continue forward. I could mark off another level down here, right? Here's where I see we had a multiple rejections. If you look to the left, obviously here it was a valid point, and then maybe go a little bit above so you can have at least 4 levels marked off, right? So again, I understand this is retail for most of you. Yes, these are quote-unquote levels of support and resistance, but we're obviously going to mix the level of SMC that I'm going to show you guys now. Again, this lesson today is understanding when you can use these levels to your advantage, because how I'm using this is I'm trying to see what the retail ideologies are doing, and when I can see what they're doing, I try to look for the opposite end of the trade, right? So hopefully you guys are catching on by now. So look at what's happening here, right? What do we see here happening with price? Let's first understand. Well, as a retail trader, we have price going up here, going up here. We're obviously at a level of support, right? We're in a bullish level of structure here, right? As a retail trader. As an SMC trader, we have taken liquidity here, and it looks like we're going to drop down, take off these equal lows, potentially dropping back down. So this is where you start seeing where SMC can sometimes be wrong, because yes, we did take this sweep of liquidity, and we can potentially drop down to this level down here, right? But again, we are overall in a bullish state. So retail on this side, point that we are bullish, is right. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's take a look at what actually happens with price, and you guys start seeing exactly what I'm referring to. All right, so let's go ahead and just go forward a little bit here. So we can see here, looking at M15 at around roughly 710, price starts dropping here, right? Got a nice big move to the downside here, right? And what I am currently seeing with price at around 740, again, we are showing some very nice signs that price potentially does want to drop here, right? Let's go looking at price here. So here, right, we get that move. As an SMC trader here, you're probably happy because you understand that there's an FEG here, we broke structure, we're taking the equal lows, most likely we're going to continue dropping all the way down and take these lows. Well, guess who else is looking at this move with you in the picture? A retail ideology is. Why? Because I told you guys this is a level of support in the past, and once this breaks, a lot of retail ideology are going to be doing or looking at this to potentially continue dropping all the way down to these lows. That's where you want to mix it up. That's where you want to ask yourself, all right, well, where can price go? And if you guys start seeing a price, you just wait, wait for price to show its hand. So if you keep looking at price here, again, here you have retail mixed with SMC, you have an FEG here, you have the lows being taken, you have continuation of the price to continue dropping. Now, what do you guys see happening here? Again, now you guys see that price, again, has pushed above. We pushed above, most likely retail is going to have their stop losses where? Above at these levels, right? But now as an SMC trader, you understand that this is our basic model that we look for basically every single day, right? We're looking for price to give us that hand, take off the liquidity, and then continue on with overall structure. So that's what happened today with EU, right? We had a price at a significant level of demand like this that you could capitalize from, just understanding the opposite end. And again, all I saw here was this, right? We have that M5, we have price go back above, and now we have our entry model here. So we have our FEG here. We can go ahead and now pull up some of our SMC tools, right? If we go ahead and now take off our tools here, we can see that we are where? We're below our true day open, and we still have London highs that haven't yet been grabbed. Not quite, right? This is a nice displacement that grabs London lows, but not quite that we grab London highs. So I do have confluence for price to potentially continue going up higher. So now understanding that, put your entry, put your stops, and take price above right there, right? And if you guys take a look at price, here you go, triggers you in, and automatically takes that TP right there when you stroke. And that's understanding again. You can still capitalize on price. I'll get into wicks after, right? We also took another entry here. I'm gonna show you guys this wick that ended up getting taken out. Again, this is just understanding retail ideology. This is gonna be a rejection, but you guys can see how that wick at the end does get taken out. We also took that trade as a continuation, right? But again, it's looking at the opposite side of the coin. Now let's go ahead and take a look at gold, right? Because this is just one of the trades that we took today, right? This is EU right here. Show you guys the same trade that we took. Current market price longs, FEG. You guys can see how right here it hit and full TP, right? No hindsight. Now let's go ahead and take a look at gold, right? I'm gonna show you guys with Sinner chart. So now taking a look at gold, same thing. Let's go ahead and just go back a little bit to the morning session so we can understand what happened, and then keep covering the same ideas that I'm telling you guys. When does retail and SMC ideology combine, or when can you combine the both to understand what price is doing? So if we take a look at gold, and we want to mark up again our levels of supply and demand, just so you can get an idea of what retail is doing. We go ahead and mark this off up here, go ahead and mark this off down here, and we can go ahead and mark off the current level right here, right? What am I looking for here with price, right? Again, we haven't yet hit my time zone of trading, but I'm just showing you guys exactly what I'm marking off, just so you guys get an idea. So let's go a little bit forward now that this is happening here. What is price doing currently, right? Well, as we can see currently, price is trading below, again, our level of demand. So now demand turns supply, most likely retail, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have their stops, and they're gonna be expecting price to potentially drop back down to this level of quote unquote support, right? Again, you want to flip the script, understand what price is doing, understand what it isn't doing, right? So let's keep looking at price here. We broke structure, everyone's going to be looking for that short. Again, not understanding the ideology of SMC and of liquidity. So we can go ahead and pull up our tools. We can see that we're below our 2-day open. We have Asian highs and London highs, and again, this is a level of demand that a lot of people are going to be expecting this to continue dropping in retail ideology. Again, what are we doing as a SMC trader? We're looking at these levels, but we're looking at them to be able to flip the script, understanding that they do work. So this level is going to work, but it's going to work only when you have the opposite end looking for the opposite trade. So this level is valid. This is a valid level of demand, right? Majority of times it won't work. It will only work when retail is now looking at this as a level of supply, not as a level of demand, right? Important notes right there. So if we look at price here, again, we drop down, and if we go a little bit forward here, again, dropping down again, people are going to be on the shorts, all over these shorts here, right? They're going to be slapping these shorts order after order after order after order, making sure that price are guessing, thinking that price is going to continue dropping. If we look at price, then again, what does price do? We go back up higher, and again, we take off all the lows here, right? So we took off all the liquidity, we have broken structure, And again, now what are we looking for as a trader? We're looking for our model. So what is our model here? Again, I'm looking for the FEG, and I'm still keeping in mind that these levels can work. So this is my level of demand, and my FEG that I just got is going to be right here, right? So again, now understanding that, what are we gonna do? Go ahead and take our longs here. Stops below my level of quote unquote demand, right? And looking for my London highs to get taken, right? And again, another trade that we did call out, just so you guys can see, no hindsight here. Here it is for you guys at roughly 8:25 a.m. we called this out, and as you can see right now it's roughly 8:20. So 8:20, price triggers us in and absolutely takes off to TP. And again, it's understanding that these levels that retail do see, they work, but it's now understanding as a SMC trader when they do work, right? So the lesson for today was supply and demand levels, retail ideology works, but as an SMC trader, you have to understand when they work, right? I hope you guys got a little bit of how I've been looking at the market, how you guys can maybe use this to your advantage, how you guys can continue learning and expanding as an SMC trader. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys had a wonderful trading day. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys know how it goes. Don't overtrade, don't overreach, stay trading, and peace.